What's going on, everyone? It's time for another Christmas horror thriller film review. Today we're going to do a British film called Good Tidings. It's released August 26, 2016, and it's directed by Stuart W. Bedford, who did films like John's Big Issue, Survivor, and on Easter's Tale. So this is a horror thriller about three homicidal killers dressed as Santa break into a bank and take the bank tellers hostage and tortures them on Christmas Eve, I believe it is, or Christmas Day. And yeah, they just go on a crazy psychotic rampage at this bank. Overall, this film was pretty nicely shot for an independent film. It looked pretty good. The music's not too bad too, and the acting is actually not too bad as well. Also, the blood effects and stuff in it look pretty good as well. And the costumes and stuff, like the evil looking Santa mask that they wear and stuff, was actually pretty creepy and pretty dark for what it is. You don't really get to know the killers too well in this. It's kind of mute and just mumble and jump around and stuff, which is kind of a good thing. It kind of makes it more edgy and a little more darker and more eerie. And that the people that held captive, though, some of the characters are not very well fleshed out in this. It's pretty one-dimensional for most of them. They're pretty your stereotypical characters that you see in a movie like this, where they don't really add depth to them or anything, so you kind of don't relate to them and you don't feel for them when they're in their situations and stuff. So when the brutality kicks in, it doesn't really resonate. It's more like ooh and awe just at how brutal it is. And that the story is pretty simplistic as well. It's nothing too outlandish and stuff. You spend a lot of time in there with a really ridiculous looking Christmas party and stuff, and then they come in and shit hits the fan, and it just it kind of lags in certain spots because they'll go and they'll have them captive, and then you see them walk around doing nothing for like 20 minutes, and then something kicks in. It's pretty minimal, pretty brutal when it gets brutal, but in the end, it's pretty simplistic story with very little character development, so it kind of just burns the time, and it's nothing really comes out of it at the end. Overall, I thought this was just a pretty standard movie. It's not very dark like Black Christmas, the 2006 one, or anything like that. It's just another heist movie with some weird looking people dressed as evil Santas, and it's not really anything more than that. So overall, I thought this film was all right, but in the end, it was just okay. It's nothing. I wouldn't be going out of my way to watch it again or anything like that. So I'm going to give Good Tidings a 2.5 out of 5. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I know some people are. But if you want to check it out, it is streaming free on Screenbox and on Tubi. I'll link one of them down below so you can watch it for free down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories, you put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post it for star rating after I watch the films. And my Twitter down below, reviews_Derek. Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise names on it and on the engineering service, I want to hear my opinions on the future. Comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. We'll find some weird obscure knowledge they probably never thought checking out together. And also share my opinions on popular films, have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to do another Christmas horror thriller, a found footage one called The Christmas Tapes in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that and watch out for all those sadistic, crazy Santas out there robbing banks and holding people captive. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.